Hey guys, so I am going to Walmart and just to pick up a few supplies, and I wanted to take you guys with me just so you'll know that you don't have to spend a whole lot on supplies. So let's go. All right guys, so here is the puff paint, and I am going to go in with the dark blue here, and period. All right guys, and I also got some glue sticks, and I am on the hunt now to find some metallic eyeliner or some type of silvery metallic eyeshadow. Alright, my favorite aisle in the store. Oh, ooh. Huh. So, I think I'm actually going to try this. So this is a paint palette, and it's got some of the colors I'm going to be needing, and I will probably also get this one. So this is actual fantasy makeup paint, and again, for the cheap sheet, but this is just a kind of clue of things that I use. And then here's some lipsticks. I'll probably grab me one of the black lipsticks too. Alright guys, before we get started, I am not naked. Just wanted to point that out. So I am going to be doing Gamora today from Guardians of the Galaxy. And here I am just starting with gluing my eyebrows. And what I'm using is a glue stick. They didn't have the actual Elmer's one, which tends to work a lot better. But what this does is just kind of slip the brows down and lay them very flat. And then you're going to see me go in with a powder just to kind of set them. And again, that just lays the hairs down flat so that you can cover them. With Gamora's makeup, her eyebrows are a lot higher. She is an alien, of course, so her brows don't sit where the normal brow would. So this just enables me to cover them a little easier. So as you can see, you can still see my eyebrows pretty well. That's why I was saying this particular glue stick does not work as well as the Elmer's glue, but it worked well enough, I guess. But I'm just going in with another layer, letting it dry down a little bit, and then I'm going to go back in with some more powder. So here I am starting to apply the green base, and I know this green looks very bright, but bear with me, there is a lot of shading and just different applications that I'll be doing to kind of give her a little more dimension and pick up some of those darker green tones. All right, so here I am going in with just a lighter colored paint just to add some highlight to the face. And then I'm also going to go in and set it with some powder. And then you'll also see me doing some darker green shades just for contour. So this is just to kind of bring that dimension into the face that I was mentioning earlier. Here I'm just taking the brush and going back in. There's no new paint on the brush, just kind of taking that same brush that I used to put the green on my face, just to kind of blur out the edges and blend everything in nice and smoothly. Again here, just going in with that darker green shade to put some depth into the face, add some more contours to the face. Pretty much like you do with regular makeup, just to kind of bring those shadows back into the face so it's just not flat. So this gives it dimension, and I'm just adding that, blending it in, kind of playing around with it until I like how everything's blended out. This is the setting powder, and I was just going in with kind of a neutral color powder. And you'll actually see in the next clip, I didn't really like how white it was. I did want it lighter, but I felt like it needed some more dimension. So I did go back after I blended everything out, and I actually went in with a lime green kind of yellow shade under the eye just to bring some more color to the face. And here you can see that additional pop of color that I put in. So now moving on to the eyes. So I'm going to tight line the eyes with a black liner, and then go in and create the smoky black eye that Gamora wears. So I used a mixture of black and a really dark green just to kind of smoke this eye out. And then in some photos and videos, you can see that she has kind of like a reddish brown shade around the outer portion of the eye. So I did that as well. Here I'm taking that same black and dark green shadow and adding it to my bottom waterline just to add some dimension and shadow to the lower lash line. Alright, so here you can see I went ahead and did the drawings on one side, and now I'm going to start on the other side. So I went in initially with a silver kind of chrome face paint, one of the paints that was in the palette I showed you at the beginning of the video, just to kind of sculpt out the areas where I was going to draw the lines. And you'll see where I go in just to add a little more detail. But for here, this was just like a rough sketch, so I could kind of trace it along with the detailed liners. Here I'm using a black liquid liner just to add a little more depth to the lines to make it look more like the cuts that are in her face. And then also just to kind of make that lighter area stand out. I'm sorry guys, I didn't realize the mirror was blocking the view, but you'll see shortly what I'm referring to. I'm doing the same thing here with the white liner, going between those lines I created with the black liner just to make them stand out a little more. All right, and that is pretty much the final look. So now I'm going in with the black lipstick that I also picked up and just filling in my lips. And here I'm just taking a final look just to make sure everything is to my liking. And we are off to the accessories. So here I did add one of my wigs that I already had in my closet. It's a burgundy color, but you can't really tell. But I was just going in, kind of shading the part in green to match the skin tone. And that is pretty much it. And here we have Gamora. Alright guys, and that is the final look. This is my take on Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy. It was really fun doing this look and I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next week.